Hi Libra, welcome to your reading. Happy birthday. Or happy birthday in the past if I'm late. So this is going to be a reading for October, for your birthday month. I'm already feeling actually quite good transformation. I mean, that's one of your angel cards that I pulled while I was kind of meditating on your energy, which is really nice to see. And it's talking about achievement. That's another card, and it's talking about kind of this whole cycle, this trip around the sun that just happens. So looking back at the person and the experiences that have transformed you over this year and giving, a little sense of gratitude to it and kind of, not necessarily clearing, but, preparing and setting an intention for the new trip. And as I'm saying that, I didn't even realize I have the Fool here, which is lovely. New beginnings. Absolutely. I'm curious what this has to how this has to apply to each and every one of you. Obviously, this is just going to be a general reading, so if something doesn't feel like it fits, discard it. This is for lots of people, just kind of a general weather report. Nothing specific in mind. We'll just see what the cards have to say, and if it talks about love, it talks about love. If it talks about other things, which typically my readings do, usually if I set the intention of love, we can go in that direction, which I'm feeling called to do. I just haven't made the time. Or haven't had the time. I have to take a quick trip tomorrow. So when I get back, I'll have a love reading. So if you haven't subscribed, definitely do that. And otherwise, let's get into this. What is the central energy for Libra this month of October? What's the central energy for Libra? Central energy for Libra. Oh my gosh. 3 flipped over. Okay, let's just take them. Let's get interesting. I'm kind of getting tired of the old Celtic crosses anyways. Let's read these 3 as your central energy. Wish come true. I mean, this is talking about, blowing out your birthday candles. What are you wishing for? Be really smart. I want to say don't attach it to any person, place, or thing. Attach it to the energy. I want to feel this. I mean, this is talking about long-term stability, abundance, financially, abundance in general. So not necessarily tied to a certain person, especially if you are in transformation with an individual. I want to say what's clearing and what's coming feels like it's because it's in alignment with truth. I mean, this is the sword of truth and understanding here that brings growth. Beautiful. I mean, the star here, this is the card of Aquarius, but it's also, look at this person as she kind of attends to her inner deep emotions, her inner world, her subconscious. And she heals this. She's actually manifesting on the 3D world in the earth plane, kind of, not to sound too out there, but, that's what I think when I see this. And it's almost like the stars have aligned in your favor. Wish upon a star. All right, let's keep going. What's helping or hindering this energy for Libra? What's helping? Oh, one fell out. The King of Pentacles. So this is a Capricorn, Taurus, a Virgo. This is also a fatherly figure. So I don't know, maybe some of you have a really strongly opinionated father, or maybe overprotective. Obviously, that's not going to be for all of you. Some of this could be a husband. This is somebody that is very grounded, though. They see things they want to see the tangible results. They want to, they're very, they're not up in the clouds. They're not very dreamy. Helping or hindering you. I mean, it's almost like, I like that it's helping you because it's like they have the best intentions in their heart, but it's hindering you because, we have this irrational wish here, right? I feel like I'm being drawn to the star card quite a bit. It's talking about following your intuition, following what's right for you. And I feel like that eventually kind of makes sense for everybody else. Everybody just kind of hops on board. So now is a time for you not to kind of go with the crowd. It's time for you to step out and stand out and really be in alignment with what you want and knowing what you want. Which is sometimes hard. Libra, we always make lots of decisions based on how we feel, or, it's hard to actually pinpoint things because we're so easygoing. What's in the subconscious for Libra? Whoa, the moon, lots of inner work here. So this is the unknown. This is also Cancer energy, but when I look at the moon, this is somebody, it's talking about taking kind of a risk. I mean, if you see this dark path lit by the false reflected light of the moon, it's kind of like, it's talking about the search within to move forward and your inner knowingness and fortitude to kind of take a risk and walk down this path through this pillar, which kind of feels like a rite of passage in some ways. And on the other side of that, I see right behind the moon is the sun on the other side. So in your higher self, your subconscious, it's almost like kind of like taking a risk, I feel. Lots of consulting within. Lots of introspection, lots of reflection. What's in the near past for Libra? What's in the near past? Okay, so this is what's pushing you forward. I mean, this can be in regards to work. I mean, relationships. That's typically the two major things that people come to tarot to kind of consult. Just in my opinion, it can be anything, though. It's talking about somebody that has planted a lot of seeds but hasn't seen the results. It hasn't bared the fruit that they've been hoping that it would. In comparison, especially to the effort that they've exerted into this. I mean, this is a farmer, and he only has one ripe pentacle here. So it's a level of dissatisfaction in something. And this is nice, it's in your past. I feel it's like there's been a realization about this, but, and it's nice that it's also propelling you forward to, kind of pinpoint what you want to change with this wish. And the moon willing to take this risk, diving deep into your higher self, your subconscious, whatever you want to call it, your inner knowing, to make the choices that are right for you, regardless of what anybody else thinks. The King of Pentacles can also just be your rational side. So the rational side of you says, oh, maybe I won't have enough money, maybe I won't be supported again, maybe, it's these old patterning stories that keep replaying itself. In some ways this is good to think practically, but in some ways it's hindering because it's a little bit of a constrictive energy. If you open up and kind of take that first step, like that Fool, which was the bottom of your deck as I was just kind of opening up this video, we allow for the unknown to enter and expect it to be better than. With these positive cards, your cards are flying out for you. Ooh, all my cards start up in upright. This one flipped out clearly in reverse. This is nice. This is somebody laying to rest heavy burdens. They're dropping their stuff. They're over it. If something hasn't been going your way or something has felt like an uphill battle, there's an ending here. Clearly, heavy, heavy burden, not yours anymore. Thank you. So there's a shift here. This is nice. This is really nice. I'm really happy for you guys. What's in the near future for Libra? What's in the near future for Libra? Okay, so there's this, he has these wands. They talk about what he wants, his passions, but he's almost in this self-imposed prison, thinking and feeling burdened by what hasn't worked in the past again, and going back to that patterning. And we all come with them. They keep getting reinforced from birth. We keep meeting partners that reinforce them until we break free of them, our self-limiting beliefs. He's not really that trapped. He could just, squeeze through there. This is nice. When I see this, it's like, especially since the 10 already came, it's like, okay, I'm done with this. And then something creeps back in to be like, it's like that reflective energy. Why didn't that work in the past? Why did I have to go through that? Why did I say yes to that again? I knew that wasn't, in hindsight is great. Realize it, but don't stay there. Don't beat yourself up. And expect kind of your good karma to come back to you. I mean, you have it available right here in the center. It's talking about kind of the psychology, I feel, especially with this moon card here, to release the past, doing the work and taking the risk to move forward, even if it doesn't seem completely the most logical next step. What's in the position of power for Libra this month? Two of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a heavy consideration about if this will work. Do I have enough money? Am I going to be supported? But this is also saying this is actually in your power. So I don't know if you're leaving a position and going into something else. But this is saying, because this is in your power, it's talking about the ups and downs financially. So whatever it was, I don't feel like it supported you enough, or something to do with lack of finances and juggling finances is pushing you into this new phase of getting unstuck. That's what it feels like. Because again, the cycle around the sun, we're starting anew and we don't have room for this anymore. We don't want to kind of deal with this anymore, and we're kind of taking a risk. That's what it feels like. What's in Libra's environment? What's in Libra's environment? Okay, lots of decision making, lots of contemplation though. This is somebody that has clearly a big X over their heart. So some of you could have been through transition with relationships and just reflecting about it. But this is also somebody that has been in, it's almost like their thoughts are holding them in this position. In some of my tarot decks, literally they have cut their head off because it's saying, it's inviting them to choose from their heart instead. Consider what is right for them. And again, look at the moon here. We have lots of cards with moons in the background. Not a lot of yellow cards here. Lots of blue, kind of dreamy energy, internal work. To open your heart again, to open up, to receive abundance. It doesn't necessarily have to be opening your heart to love if you're already in a happy, healthy relationship or you're not looking for love. It's opening yourself up to that feeling of abundance and getting out of your own self lack, I guess. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. Suggestions below. Because obviously this reading's going to be different for everybody. It's very general, very broad. It's like a weather report. Clearly, though, there's some sort of transformation. Clearly, there's a reason. A lot of people are, it's like this hold up for a second to really consider the next steps. What's in the position of what Libra needs to know? What do they need to know? Okay, there's a new direction opening up. I mean, this is the wand. This is a new direction. Okay, it's very new. It's very beginning. It's almost like the infant stages. This is what I want. Okay, let me look in that direction and see and feel and think what that would feel like, because we're not moving yet. This is just kind of a new idea. It's like a breeze of enlightenment coming through of, oh yeah, that sounds like something I'd like to move forward. Or oh yeah, my job isn't paying me enough. I have been kind of juggling my finances, and oh, I should kind of open my door for new opportunities. This is kind of the initial step. And it's saying what you need to know. So it's very highly supportive of you moving forward in this energy, in this direction, towards what you want, what sparks excitement inside of you. Not that jobs always spark excitement, but it can be, even like an idea of your own business. You guys are wonderful at connecting with others, as a broad generalization. An eye for beauty. What is the outcome for Libra for their birthday month? Whoa. What's the outcome for Libra for their birthday month? Chariot, yeah, moving forward. So there's a direction. There's literally, I don't necessarily believe in blocks. I think they're all kind of necessary times of reflection and feeling that uncomfortable squeeze to change. But here it is, the movement forward. I mean, this guy is leaving behind everything he knew in search of something more. I mean, this is talking about him on his divinely guided path. Look, he has these the stars kind of adorning his head. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, I mean, a lot of people don't. It's not a lot about tarot because I do a lot of tarot. It's more about my travels, and it's also about my kind of interest in astrology and learning different kind of modalities, because I do a lot more than tarot. But I did this reading yesterday. Sorry, I did this post yesterday about the word consider. I'm really heavily thinking and then acting upon that movement forward. There is absolutely a change in the tide, something that it's almost like a block released. Again, I don't believe in blocks, but it's released, for lack of better metaphor. This is beautiful, but interesting. You have 2 signs of Cancer here. So it's interesting. It's almost like seeing things from a different perspective. If things have been a holding pattern, if there's been this general kind of feeling of juggling or lack, it's actually propelling you towards this change, forgiving the past, I feel, the courage to move forward, and then it's also teaching you to dream big. I mean, when I see the star and the 10 of Pentacles in the center, if you're making a wish or setting an intention, which is a great time, birthday time, dream it really big. All right, I'm ready to receive all the abundance in the world. I'm ready to receive my divinely guided path. I'm ready to receive, whatever challenge is next for me, and I'm ready to go because I'm done with this. I see the pattern. I see what I've been doing. There's an awareness. There's spiritual growth. Bring on the next thing, please. That's what I feel. All right, let's get a card. This is from my Earth Warriors Tarot deck. These messages are a little longer. They're like 5 or 6 pages, so I'm not going to read the entire thing. I'm kind of going to skim through, read the initial part, and see if there's any messages that I feel are extremely pertinent. But let's get a card for Libra. What would most help Libra in this birthday month of theirs? Tell me about what would be most helpful for Libra to hear at this moment in their life. That didn't want to come out. Sorry guys, I don't love to shuffle, but for some reason I find I shuffle way more than other people. And it's just become habit, part of my meditation as well. Okay, Nourishment of the Soul, Pacha Karmak. I love these cards. So number 32, which reduces to a 5. 5 is a very uncomfortable number in my opinion, especially when I'm reading tarot. It's this transition energy. So something feels uncomfortable, we make the action steps to change it because we don't want to experience that. You think of 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, fighting, 5 of Pentacles, poverty consciousness, right? 5 of Swords, all of these things, it's not the most comfortable energy. So let's read this 35. Nope, 32. You are granted the gifts of fertility, creativity, and earthly abundance to support all your needs, for nourishing body, mind, and soul to live your life fully and capable of manifesting your divine life purpose. Yeah. Give yourself permission to be nourished. This includes your body and also providing your heart, your mind, and your soul with what they are hungry for. Meaning, sweetness, divine love, and permission to be authentic. When you feed yourself that which truly nourishes you, wisely and generously, you shall become one who can also feed the world for that which it truly hungers. You first, and then you're able to kind of radiate your gifts that you're here to share. And that starts with, again, remedying this. I'm not a huge fan, but it's also in your position of power. This can also be just considering the next steps forward, which is fine too. But again, it's that in-between phase with these twos. In a reading, explore the Explore and experience with nutritional wisdom which suits your body at this time. Understand that it may change over time, remembering that caring for the needs of your body is more important and spiritually mature than trying to force your body to meet the expectations of a belief system outside of yourself. Don't starve yourself of what you need on any level of your being, including peace, solitude, love, time spent in spiritual communion, artistic expression, and nutrition. Answers are coming for your questions about all forms of nourishment, including nutrition. So do not give up when you're so close to finding your way. If you have been struggling with your needs being met on some level, a blessing is given to help you into more nourishing and abundant situations in all areas of your life. That's interesting. Because a lot of my studies have been kind of in shamanism, and there's many kind of consciousnesses like this around the world where fasting is a major integral part of transformation, of learning, of healing, by kind of depriving the senses, and especially I'm almost getting the energy of what is it? I mean, I don't know the real facts on this, but I feel like your body regenerates every so and so amount of days, right? Based on the foods you eat. So literally you are what you eat. So eating really high vibrational foods in this period of transition to bring about the positive changes that you want. I know that seems like an abstract concept, but there is a really strong mind-body connection here and getting an alignment for you guys. So I want to say, give yourself the optimal conditions, feeling good, eating these nice fruits and vegetables, nice leafy greens, to be feeling your best as you attract in things that you're wanting to attract in, which are at a next level, right? We're looking for something more, something that's very supportive. I mean, we're going towards the wish come true and the Ten of Pentacles. So, I don't know, maybe this reaches some of you as a challenge, as a, let me start this new year off. It's almost like a New Year's resolution to attempt this in a better way. Let me give up sugar, or let me give up something that I know isn't helping. Maybe a vice. So, and it doesn't have to be big, because usually big things take a while, and what is it, 30 days to break a cycle, or maybe 60 days to break a habit. Give yourself that amount of time and start off small. Start off with one thing that's not serving you. Anyways, interesting reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully it wasn't off in left field. Curious to know your thoughts on this and how this applies to you. And obviously this is a very general reading, so not going to apply to everybody. Again, if you want a reading from me, I will leave my link below. I think I'm going to publish your video first, so usually I book up kind of fast. I don't take a lot of readings just because it's actually kind of taxing on the body, and I like to give each person a lot of attention. So if you want a reading, I suggest booking sooner than later, so your questions are pertinent. And if you do book with a long wait, feel free to just write in the comments. We'll email you my questions, and that's fine too. I'll know to check my email. All right. Thanks, Libra. Happy birthday. Bye, guys.